one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell?
Wait a minute. Did the Fever coach just pull a WWE move on Caitlin Clark mid-celebration? You're not imagining things. A clip just resurfaced showing her getting physically blocked from soaking in her big moment. And now, the internet is absolutely melting down. Was it a calculated move? A moment of sabotage? Or just someone salty about being left out of the spotlight? Whatever it was, what happened next has fans shouting, she did not just do that. This one's packed with receipts, replays, and serious what just happened vibes. Buckle up, let's break it down.
Has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
One moment, Caitlin Clark is lighting up the court, firing up the crowd, doing exactly what she does best. The next, her own coach steps in like the celebration police, physically pulling her back like she just tried to sprint through TSA with a full water bottle. You could see it all over Caitlin's face, that instant of shock, the sudden pause, the unmistakable what in the actual heck just happened. Look, it wasn't pain, it wasn't anger, just the quiet, stunned realization that even joy now seems to come with restrictions, at least in Indiana.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question.
And let's be real, this isn't some isolated moment. It's the cherry on top of a weird, awkward, and increasingly frustrating Sunday that's been melting since the day she was drafted. Caitlin Clark can't even sneeze without someone in her own camp rushing in with a micromanaged tissue. Don't you think success like hers would come with a little breathing room? But apparently, even celebrating now requires committee approval.
Everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up. Why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you seen right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up for a big time game.
This girl has been selling out arenas, igniting fan bases, and turning casual sports bros into full-blown WNBA diehards. And yet, the very franchise that should be building statues of her is treating her like an overzealous intern who clapped too loud in a staff meeting. There's a fine line between structure and sabotage, and this coaching staff is out here breakdancing on it in heels.
Clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for being fired. Hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this player. That's what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But like, you can't just...
The management? Equally uninspiring. It's like they stumbled into a generational star and immediately handed her a to-do list. dim your personality, share the spotlight with players who can't hit a layup, and above all, don't make us look like we've lost control. Caitlin Clark wasn't brought in just to hit threes. She was brought in to change the game. But every move she makes is met with this strange, subtle resistance. If it's not her minutes being quietly slashed, it's her teammates acting like ball movement is a health hazard, and now this, a coach literally grabbing her mid-celebration like she's a rogue toddler sprinting away at Disneyland. Let's not call that a miscommunication. That was a full-blown vibe killer, and the thing is, Caitlin hyping up the crowd? That's her thing. It's what she's done since college. It brings energy. It brings momentum. It brings life. But instead of embracing that, the Fever staff looks like they prefer she celebrate in a dark room while a librarian claps politely from behind a curtain. She didn't break protocol, she broke ratings records. But apparently, that's still not enough for a coaching staff more concerned with optics than actual basketball.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard.
Let's not pretend this is about discipline or team unity or whatever PR script is getting passed around today. This is about control, plain and simple. It's about a coaching and management staff that seems more intimidated by Caitlin Clark's gravity than inspired by it. It's giving insecure. It's giving underprepared. It's giving, we weren't ready for someone this big, so now we're going to shrink her down to size. It's weird. It's tone deaf. And honestly, it's kind of sad. Because you can see it on her face now. When she's benched for no reason. When she's yanked mid-run. When her teammates go tunnel vision and act like she's not wide open on the wing, you can see it. That flicker of disbelief. That silent scream under the surface. She's a gamer. A competitor. A pro. But she's also human. And this strange, stifling energy from the bench, it's starting to wear on her. The joy is still there, but it's dimmer. The sparkle isn't gone, but it's flickering. At some point, someone's going to ask the question no one wants to say out loud. Why stay? Why keep pretending this is a developmental year, when what's really happening is a slow, painful rejection of everything that makes Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark?
Season in the WNBA. Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity as a rookie. Merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be a billion-dollar athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this